Jackson from Twin Finance here. Today, we're talking about mortgages, guys. This is one thing that I think everybody in the entire world should know about. Majority of people, 90+% of people, are going to have a mortgage on a home some point, and the simple fact that they don't teach it in schools boggles my mind, but today, I'm going to teach you about it, so stay tuned. The first thing we need to talk about here, guys, is amortization. Amortization is how long you're going to be paying your mortgage for. So, obviously, if you're a little younger, you might want to finance over a longer period of time. Say you have less income, obviously you're going to have to finance over a longer period of time. But say you're older, you might need to finance more aggressively. So if you finance more aggressively over a lesser period of time, the monthly payment's going to be higher. If you finance over a longer period of time, the monthly payment's going to be lower. So that's the first step in the process, guys. The next step to understanding a mortgage is the mortgage term. So there's two types, guys: fixed and variable, and this determines your interest rate. So you can do a 5-year fixed term. That means for those 5 years you're gonna have the exact same interest rate no matter what. A variable term means, say right now interest rates are lower, you're gonna have a lower interest rate on your mortgage. But if interest rates rise, even say double, well then by the end of your term you're gonna be paying way higher interest rate. So for the purpose of this video and just calculating out the numbers, which we'll do in our example, we're just going to stay right here with fixed, guys, as it's probably the better option, both financially and numbers wise, just to explain it. So we're going to stay here for the purpose of this video. The next thing with your mortgage term is the term length. You can do anything from a 1-year fixed, 2-year, 3-year, 4, any year you want, guys, fixed. And then based on that, the bank's going to determine your lender, wherever you got the money from, is going to determine your interest rate based off how many years. So each year added or taken away from the term, your interest rate's going to vary slightly. Okay, time for the example. So the typical mortgage in Canada is $200,000 on a home. So this is the mortgage amount, and on average, depending obviously on the age of the buyer, but on average, the average amortization period is 25 years. So this is the amount, that's the amortization period. Right now, interest rates you can get, I think with TD, a 3-year fixed term of like 3.44 interest rate. So we'll say 3-year fixed. Three-year fixed. I'll write the interest rate here. Okay, so these are the three things that are the typical mortgage in Canada right now. So from these three factors, you can determine, say, the average monthly payment is going to be around $1,000 for this mortgage. So now let's break down how this mortgage payment is going to be divided. So in this mortgage payment, you're obviously going to have to pay interest to the bank, and at a 3.44% interest rate, you're going to be paying right around $550 per month to give the bank their return. And then the rest of that is going to go to, say, mortgage insurance, which will be like, depending on if you're like a smoker or anything, it can be right around, say, $70 a month. So the remainder of that portion is going to go to principal. And what your principal amount is going to do is decrease. So this principal amount is going to go on to this and pay down this actual $200. So in this case, you're looking at around $380 per month on principal. So that's how it works. And then when you're at the end of your 3-year term, you're going to have to go back to the bank, renegotiate, lock in another interest rate for, say, 3-5 years, however long you want to lock it in for. And then when you do go back to the bank and renegotiate your term, your principal amount is going to be different because every month this amount is going on to here. So whatever you're left with, as you go through the process of paying off your mortgage, these numbers are going to change. All you have to do is just plug and play with the numbers. So you're going to be paying less interest over time, more principal. So up front in the beginning, you're going to be paying a little over 50% in interest. You're going to be paying your mortgage insurance if you decide to go with that option, and the remainder of principal. As you near the end of your mortgage term, you're going to be paying pretty much almost all principal, a little bit of return to the bank, and your interest So yeah, that's pretty much it with mortgages, guys. So I hope you took something very valuable from this video. It's a vital thing to understand for going forward in life. So I hope you guys took something valuable. Have a good day. Thank you for watching, and subscribe.